Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of the Bard's Quest without any dialogue from Chance because I fucked up on the audio. On the last episode I went through pretty much everything we went through and we ended up in the forest. I skipped a lot of the forest since there was a lot of running around and killing wolves, but eventually we find ourselves face to face with Banana Feet. Alright, he might be Banana Feet? I don't know. Anyway, Banana Feet has a tune for us if we complete a little task for him. Essentially, he wants us to free his friend, Ketill, from jail. I think that's his name anyway. So we try and go out and find his friend Ketill in jail. There's a lot of more running around in forest. I happen across a cool-looking house, but there's nothing in there. It's just kind of there. It's very confusing. I wander around it for a bit. So we head back to town and we talk to the blacksmith and buy ourselves a better claymore. After that, we find ourselves at the jail. I skipped a lot of running through the forest to get us here. Just before going into the jail cell, we get ourselves a new talent, dog training. Now our little doggo can attack. Aw, how cute. Inside the jail, we find ourselves facing two goblin things, and we straight up just killed them. Yay. After killing the goblins, we have to do a puzzle. We have to figure out which one of these three guys is telling the truth, which one's a liar, and the third one, I guess. Here's a quick hint. The middle one's telling the truth, the left one doesn't know what he's talking about, and the right one's the liar. There you go. So, after just picking one of them to say that he's telling the truth, I go through with the levers and I free them. Pretty great. I can really sympathize with Bard here.
Yeah, haven't had this much fun since I was almost barbecued by a giant rat.
So after freeing his friends, we go back to Banana Feet, who gives us a new song. We get the heroine, who is badass, and I don't use her for a long time. We'll get there. We'll get there. So we head back into town and we run into the bugbear guy who tells us that we should go find a new tune from a guy named Boat.
I'm sure it's all a big coincidence.
But he's in the next town over, so it's time to go traveling. So we run into the sheriff of the town who is guarding this gate. He tells us that we're idiots and we shouldn't have freed Ketill because he's a rogue. We tell him to fuck off and now we're inside the world map. Yay! So this is the world map. It's just walking from town to town. If you run into one of those guys, something happens. In this next area, we come across a river that we need to cross by talking to one of the goblin people. Essentially, he's going to charge us 15 silver to get across, and I tell him to fuck off. And then he asks for 10 silver instead, and I tell him to fuck off again, and I won't kill him. And he goes, alright, it's free. And he takes us across the river. After getting across the river, we run into a fellow who is known as the Chosen One, who immediately gets shot in the head. We run over, and as the valiant bard that we are, we tell him that we're just gonna fucking mess him up. We get into a big fight, it's really intense, I'm just gonna skip past all that. After the big battle, we find ourselves face to face with the corpse of the previous Chosen One. Bard feels really bad about his death, so naturally, he raids his pockets and moves on. And then there's these guys. Hey guys, guess you're in for another song, eh? I'm gonna bounce. I don't need to listen to it again, I already did.
Oh, it's bad luck to be you. A chosen one of many isn't true. When you think you're full of luck, in the poets you'll get thrust. Oh, it's bad luck to be you. Now Ogin came young from the farm, trying to save the princess from all harm. Equipped with just a stick and a head made out of brick, his rabbit's foot failed as a charm. Oh, it's bad luck to be you. The prophecy is never coming true. In a pickle you'll be stuck, like a chicken you will cluck. Oh, it's bad luck to be you. Believing that he was the one, his ego weighed in at a ton. His mom's a crazy bat. Did we mention she was fat? And she'll need a pine box for her son. Oh, it's bad luck to be you. Don't think for just a second it's not true. When your life is run amok, you will see that you're the schmuck. Oh, it's bad luck to be, really bad luck to be. Nobody could disagree. It's a freaking guarantee. It's bad luck to be you. Italy too.
So, yeah. Anyway, we continue through the forest until we reach a treehouse with Ketill sitting up top. He insults our mother and our father, so we head up there to kick the shit out of him. This fight's really not that hard. You just run around in circles and have the spider daze him while you slap the shit out of him with a sword. Pretty easy. After defeating him, we take him prisoner and try to lead him back to the village. And that's where we ended the last episode. Tomorrow we will throw out a new episode that is filled with commentary between me and Chance and Brian, and it was great. I'm really, really sorry that I lost all the commentary, but I'm pretty glad that I didn't lose the footage at least, and I could still put these out. So anyway, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!
Yes,